Hi freshmen, this video is just check-in basically just to make sure that you understand where everything is on Classroom. Now that we're going to be extending the closure a little bit longer, it's really important to me that you know exactly where and how to access the stuff that we're doing in this class so that you can stay on top of your work and so you don't fall behind. So through Easter, up through April 10th, we are just going to be finishing Romeo and Juliet stuff. So by the end of this week, you're going to have a test on Friday that you'll need to take sometime between Friday and next Friday, so you'll have a full week to go online and access the test and take it. And then that next Monday, the 30th of March, you're going to get your first project, and you're just going to have basically a final project sort of thing that I will explain more in depth later to wrap up Romeo and Juliet, and you'll have those 2 full weeks to work on that. So those you'll be able to do at your own pace. I don't have any due date except April 13th, whenever that Monday is that we come back, is when the final Romeo and Juliet projects will be due. So you have 2 weeks to work at your own pace on your own time to get those done, and that's going to be the only assignments from me. It's a 4-part project. It'll be pretty straightforward, nothing that's going to require a ton of time and energy from you, but I'm going to give you all of the parts next week, and then you'll have the entire week after that to work through it on your own at your own pace and then get everything into me by the 13th. So just Romeo and Juliet focus for the next 2 weeks. And then after Easter, since that's a pretty good deadline, that's when we're going to be coming back to school. That'll be a good time for us to jump into our next unit, which is going to be poetry. So that's just kind of what you can expect since this closure is being extended a little bit. Some more information. Everything that I have assigned is due, but you don't need to do it until the 13th. Like, that's going to be the final due date for everything that I've assigned in the past couple weeks, just because a lot of you mentioned that you're having a hard time staying on top of deadlines. Teachers have given you a lot of work. You've been feeling really overwhelmed. So I wanted to extend anything that I've assigned in my class where the final due date for everything is going to be that Monday, April 13th. That's when I want you to get everything into me by. This way you can just work at your own pace, get stuff done when you have the opportunity to do it. If you're able to do stuff every day and just stay on top of it so it doesn't pile up, I definitely suggest doing that. But if you have a day where you're just crazy overwhelmed with something for another class, or you know you're not going to be able to work on something for my class, then that's fine. You know that you have that extension through the 13th to help you out. So hopefully that helps relieve some stress from some of you guys. Along the same lines, a couple of you mentioned that you've really been struggling with Romeo and Juliet, that No Fear Shakespeare hasn't really been working for you, and a lot of you mentioned that you really appreciate my summary videos. So I will continue doing those videos and posting them, but I will also add links to other videos from YouTube that also explain Romeo and Juliet, just so you have access to a lot of information, a lot of instructional supplements, a lot of videos that are intended to kind of help you guys out a lot. So that's kind of what you can expect from me, is that I'm going to continue explaining the different scenes in Romeo and Juliet, and I'm going to post a ton of supplemental information. As always, none of that is required. The only things that are required are the assignments that I post, and I'll get into that later. But anything that I post that's a link to a video or a link to a reading resource, anything like that, is stuff that you can utilize to help you better understand Romeo and Juliet. I know that it's a hard play. I know it's hard to do from home, but you have to kind of push yourself a little bit here, since I'm not able to explain everything to you line by line, and really try to understand what's going on. So if No Fear Shakespeare doesn't work for you, if my videos explaining summaries of the scenes doesn't work for you, then hopefully one of these other resources will. If not, I want to encourage you to kind of reach out on your own on the internet, find some stuff that maybe helps make a little bit more sense, or please email me specific questions that you're having. So if you are super struggling with maybe Act 5, Scene 4, you don't understand what's going on, my video didn't help, send me an email, tell me specifically what is holding up for you, and I will send you back a full in-depth explanation. Like, I want to help you guys, I want to support you, but you have to kind of communicate with me where you need that help and that support so that I know exactly what you need. My job right now is really just to get that information out to you and then support you as best that I can. So I am happy to respond to emails right away. I'm happy to send you in-depth explanations. If you need me to record myself reading it and going through it line by line, I will do that. I just need you guys to give me some of that feedback. And again, if you're someone who No Fear Shakespeare and the comprehension questions have been just fine for you, then just keep doing that. You're good to go. This other information is just for people who need more background on understanding Romeo and Juliet. So that's what you can expect from that. Now I'm just going to kind of take some time to run through some stuff on Classroom with you. So I'm going to move my phone over there just so that you can see that better. So I'm going to do a separate video for that. So please make sure to watch both. Thanks.